Digimon World is a notoriously difficult game. You get dropped into an unfamiliar world with the task of recruiting various Digimon to File City. This will be hard enough, but the game starts you out with a rookie Digimon, either Agumon or Garbumon, which means most players spend the first few hours of the game aimlessly training their Digimon, hoping it gets strong enough to allow them to get on with the actual game. I spent years of my life as a kid doing the same, and it is super demotivating, and I know a lot of you guys will have done the same. So today I'm going to show you a surefire way to get yourself a powerful ultimate Digimon by in-game day 12. No RNG involved. Just a quick heads up, to speed things up on my end, I will be using DuckStation's inbuilt speed up function to move things along at times, as this is just a guide for how to get an ultimate fast. Also, if you've never played the game before, this may not be the guide for you. I'll be talking about things as if you've played before, and to be honest, if you've never played this game before, you should aim to explore and just have fun. But also, I'm not your dad, so do what you want. Step 1. Get through the intro, making sure to pick day as your favourite time of day. This will give you an Agumon. Now, obviously you could pick to start with Garbumon, but for simplicity's sake and to follow this guide, Agumon will work best. After the intro, always go back into Digimon's house to grab some starter items from Tokomon. Step 2. Your Agumon will start with 800 HP, 600 MP, 80 offense, 60 defense, 70 speed, and 70 brains. Our job is to train ourselves up to a level where we can digivolve to champion. Again, for the purposes of this guide, you really only have to get brains up to 100, but personally I like rounding off my stats to 100 each, just so I can progress a little. Once your stats are sorted, all that's left is to make sure you make a maximum of 3 care mistakes, keep discipline below 60, and keep weight between 25 and 35. If done successfully, your partner will digivolve into Centaurumon. Again, this guide could work for lots of ultimates in theory, but this is by far the easiest in my opinion, and frankly Centaurumon is pretty cool. Since rookies digivolve at age 4, we have until day 5 to kill some time, so we're going to go recruit some important Digimon for this guide. As I said before, I'm not going to go into a lot of detail with where these Digimon are, as I'm assuming you guys can work it out or have played before. With this time, I choose to recruit Palmon, as this will give us access to giant meat, which will make it easier to maintain our goal weight for the next digivolution, Numemon, to have quick access to Digimon Bridge, and Sealamon, as this will give us access to the tropical jungle, and more specifically Betamon, who opens a shop and therefore gives us access to unlimited meat. While I'm pretty sure the meat from the farm will cover us for this guide, it's easier to have unlimited from the shop. Some things to be aware of. Palmon's fight should be relatively easy, however Numemon at this point can give you a little trouble, and also requires 1 spare food item to fight and recruit. These are both found quite close to the beginning, in the native forest. Sealamon can be spoken to late in the day, at Sealer Point, whenever the clock is within the red part on the left. Sealer Point is 2 maps down from Numemon's bed, by the way. He takes us straight to the tropical jungle, where we can head right and go up into the mangrove region to grab Betamon, then head home. At this point I buy lots of meat and some HP and MP floppies from Betamon back in File City, as these will come in handy in the next step. Next, as I'm trying to show how little effort this takes, I wait in front of the toilet for 2 days, intermittently grabbing the daily meat until Agumon digivolves. Obviously, you guys can go and explore or do whatever you want really with this time, however be careful with training as you may alter the Digimon that your partner turns into. Oh, and remember to keep care mistakes to a minimum. If you followed along this far, congratulations, you should have a Centaurumon by day 5. Step 3. You now have a champion Digimon and 7 in-game days to prepare them for digivolution. The first thing we're going to do is head to the gym and train speed and defense up to 200 each. These are by far the easiest stat requirements to meet. Once these stats are up to requirement, you're ready for Step 4. And this one is going to be the most grindy, but again, is super easy. What we're going to do next is fight 30 battles, which sounds like a lot, but is fairly quick if you just fight the 2 Betamon south of the green gym. Defeat both 15 times each while maintaining a weight of 35 to 45 and keeping care mistakes below 5. And you're pretty much set. As a bonus, as you can see, whenever Centaurumon refused MP or HP floppies, I scolded him, which raised discipline. If you can raise discipline to 95 or above, i.e. just below a full bar, then technically you won't need to do the 30 battles. However, bear in mind the 30 battles are less variable, as this stat can't go down once reached, whereas discipline can decrease. Now frankly, I had this done by day 8, or Digimon age 7, so I had 4 days to kill. You guys can go and explore or get some recruits if you want to do something with this time. However, for the purposes of the guide, I once again just waited it out in front of the toilet, just to show you how easy it actually is. And if you've maintained the previously detailed stats and care requirements, by early morning day 12, your Centauromon should digivolve into an Andromon. As you can see, mine has some pretty OP stats for this early in the game. And that is pretty much it, it's that simple. Now, you have a kick-ass ultimate Digimon ready to fly through the early game of Digimon World. And as a little side bonus, when your Digimon reincarnates and turns back into an egg, just think of the stats your next Digimon will be born with. If this guide was helpful for you, please let me know down below how it went. Did you get your ultimate? If there's a different specific ultimate Digimon you'd like a guide on getting early, please let me know down below. If you enjoy Digimon World content, please consider subscribing. I'm trying to grow my channel, so it really helps. If you want to financially support the channel, you can become a member down below for £1.99 a month, but this is not necessary at all. And with all that said, hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye bye.